And then he shows me what he sent her, and he wasn't being mean, but he was just doing things, and I'm like, that's gonna lead to a fight.
Yeah.
And we were like, what did this bitch
Like,
say?
why?
We looked at it, and we're like, oh, dude. He's like, what? That's no good. I'll tell. Welcome to On the Apps Dating Podcast. I'm Julian Breheny, comic here in New York City. I'm here with Robin.
Hello.
And Robin is...
No, you hate how I do that intro because I used to do OnlyFans, so I was like, I'm an OnlyFans creator in New York City. And I quit doing OnlyFans, so now I'm just Julian's wife, and he hates that.
Why don't you do like ex-OnlyFans creator?
Ex-OnlyFans creator, Robin Richardson.
Current Julian wife. And we are here with...
Thalia Romina, actor and comedian.
All right, and we're here to talk about dating, life, everything. I'm going to start off with one. We've started a new form. You're the third person to fill out the form. You filled it out very promptly.
Oh, yeah.
The other two did not, so you're the form winner.
Oh, because comics are so annoying. Is it other comics that you have on the
Yeah.
Yep.
Comics are so lazy and no standard of perfection. Like, I'm like, that's not how my brain operates.
Do you
like,
date
I'm like
comics?
No, I have never dated a comedian. Thank God. I've never dated a comedian. But you know what? Famous last words, because knowing me, I'm going to watch me marry one. Watch.
Everyone says don't date comedians, and then you're there. They're all there all the time.
Yeah, they're all
there.
there.
At 2 a.m.
No, and it's like
Everyone
you're hanging out, so it's like who else are you gonna hang out with? I don't know, someone normal maybe, like someone not deranged, demented. And I know you guys you're married one, but like genuinely comics are kind of like either the worst people in the world or the best people in the world. There's no in between.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. And it's also, they go on stage, it's like talking about killing themselves, talking about all this insane stuff.
I'm so wet right now.
And you're like,
Talking
"Can I go
about
out
their exes.
I'm gonna end up in someone's set. I already have, but
Well, what that show we went to where Robin, were you there? And there was like some woman up there who had been dating someone else who was a comic, and then she had a whole set about it, and it was like super gossipy.
Oh,
I didn't know any of
yeah.
these people. I feel like everyone's dating and no one tells me. And then months later, they're
100%.
like, oh yeah, they're together. I'm like, what, really?
yeah.
And then they start doing shows together, and then it's kind of a dick move to be like, oh, I bet she's dating him. And then it's like, oh, but they are dating.
They are
I'm
dating.
like, okay, well.
or they sound very similar. I feel
Yeah.
like do you notice
The
sometimes
jokes start to converge.
Yes, like the cadence starts to match, and I'm like, oh, you've been around this person a lot. Like I feel like I will pick up on that. But it's not even me hating, because that kind of stuff, it's like you're being as authentic as you can be on stage,
Yeah.
right, on stage, and then you're like making jokes. Who are you running these jokes by? Who are you enjoying? Like, you know what I mean? So it makes sense why you would like sound like the person you're around.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's why I sound too much like Robin. I have that problem when you date someone a long time and then you get married, and I want every joke by you, and then like you're like this weird bottleneck in my jokes. You're like, that's bad. I'm like, and then I'll try it once and it works. I'm like, Robin was wrong.
Yeah.
You need to not listen to your loved ones.
Yeah,
I think that's the key
No,
message.
you should always at least try it, because I'm a very specific audience, so I think you gotta at least try it.
That's the best example of good advice that everyone hates to hear. When you're like, is this joke good? They're like, you should try it. It's like, I don't want to try it. I want you to just tell
It's
me.
too simple. It's oversimplified, but it is true.
Just tell me.
Yeah.
Anyway, in this form, you said that one that was most funny is that your advice, your dating tip is you should be a slut in your teens.
Yes.
Is that inclusive of as well, but in teens as well as the rest of your life, or just your teens?
I think, okay, so I feel like when you are the age of your inexperience or your trauma. So like, let's say like your parents die when you're 11 and you've matured, whatever, sometimes you will revert to that 11-year-old that hasn't healed that part of you in certain situations because you haven't processed it, right? So I think the same goes for dating. If you have not dated, or the last dating experience, meaningful dating experience you had was when you were like, I don't know, 15 or something, or lack thereof, like no dating experience, you are that age when you start dating. I had this conversation with a friend of mine who like didn't really date in her 20s and is starting to date now, and I was making fun of her because you know those people that like they're starting to date someone and they're like, oh my god, this sex is amazing, everything is so good, they're amazing, and they're saying all these wonderful things. All of a sudden they break up with that person and they're his dick was small, he didn't know how to make me come, it sucks, like all and you're like, what happened? Like, I thought you loved this person. And it's like, so I was like making fun of, that. By the way, that's not what she said. Like, I'm just obviously hyperbolizing. But I was like, girl, like, you are saying all these wonderful things. The minute that person is out of your life, all of a sudden you're flipping the script. Like, which one is it then? And she said to me, she was like, if I'm being completely candid with you, you know, I feel like I'm 32 and I feel like I'm dating like I'm 22 because I didn't do it in my 20s. And so I feel like I had a very, like, New York dating life, you know what I mean? Lost my virginity in high school. Like, some people lose it before that, but like, you know, I dated around. I've had hoe phases. I was in serious relationships, like whatever. And so, you know, those trials and tribulations that you experience in dating serve me so that now in my 30s, which I believe are your 20s with money, for some people maybe not, but like, you know, I'm able to be more mature. So I feel like you have to be a slut. Like, you have to like, and a slut I say loosely, like some people consider like being, you know, having a life, a very full life, be slutty, you know, like, so I say that loosely in like the most puritanical American way. Like, you need to date around. You need to like have those experiences when you're not very mature, which is like 19, 16, 15, whatever. I had my first kiss when I was 10, like, you know, like maybe that was a little too young, but like I was exploring my sexuality in those ages. What was shameful? What wasn't? Like, what made me feel good? What didn't make me feel good? What hurt my feelings? What didn't? Sometimes you got to do things that don't feel good.
Liked.
What I liked, what I didn't like, so that I know, oh, that sucked. I'm never gonna let someone treat me like that again. Good thing I'm gonna get that out of my system at 17, so now when I'm 35, I'm not like, you know, I could say no to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I completely agree. Yeah, exactly. How much experience you have in dating. We all go through the same problems, the same mistakes, and then 5 years in, you're like, oh, here's something, I won't do that again. And it's funny when you have friends, like you said, who are older, who haven't dated, and they're telling you this happened, and I'm like, oh, no, you did what?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Especially as a guy, it's like, you know, like all the cliches about things you don't say to women. Like the joke is like, don't tell a woman, like if she says, how do I look? You say she looks good.
Yeah.
That's like an old dad joke. But like, those are things you know and you embody and how to like communicate in a way you're not going to piss off your partner. And I've seen my friends, like one of my friends hadn't dated in a long time. And he was, I can't remember the specifics, but he sent her this text and they're having this fight and I was kind of ruining our boys' trip. And then he shows me what he sent her, and he wasn't being mean, but he was just doing things around like that's gonna lead to a fight.
Yeah.
And we were like, what this big shame?
Why?
We looked at it, and we're like, oh, dude. He's like, what? That's no good. I'll tell you exactly what he said in case he listens. But no, it wasn't even bad. But he goes, she was mad that he'd gone on his trip, which he'd just done, which they'd planned it ahead of time. She was just feeling insecure, and like that's everyone's feeling what they're feeling. And then he says, oh, you know what, I'd much rather be there with you, but I'm just here, sorry, you know. And then she goes, well, then why are you there? If you'd rather be with me, you should have canceled the trip. The point is, and an experienced guy, that's a lie.
No, it's obviously a lie, obviously.
So you don't say that because now you've done two things wrong.
Yeah.
You're away and you've done that. And it's little mistakes you make when you're 20. And you're like, oh, actually, I should just be honest about this because that's going to save me more time. But like when you're younger and you're dating, Rob and I talk about a lot, you become like a worm. You're like, oh, I'll do whatever she wants or this, and that's actually going to lead to worse things.
Worm energy.
Yeah. Then you get to be 30s and or later in 20s, you're just like, actually, no, I do want to go see my friends, and we should just talk about it now and be okay with it. Because if I then send you a text later being like, oh, I wish I was with you, she's going to be like, what the fuck is...
Yeah, of course. Why are you lying? Because then I'm thinking, what else are you lying about?
Yeah. And then so we saw that text and we were like, you should not have sent that text. He's like, it's good though. I said I would like to be with her. And I was like,
no,
you're pandering.
I was like, and you haven't had all those fights already. So I've had those fights, so I know how to not have them again because I was a slut.
And it's so obvious.
In your teens?
Well, actually, no, I was trying to be a slut in my teens. I was
so hard.
The other people weren't on board. I had to wait till my 20s to be a slut, but not through lack of trying.
He was out there showing his shins and everything. It's so obvious. And when it comes to sex, you're like, as somebody who's experienced, I would never want to be with a virgin. Like, if I like met the hottest dude ever and he was down and then he was like, I'm a virgin, it would be an instant ick, and I would not want to do it. Like that, I would instantly just be like, this is not going to be fun for me. This is going to be a lot of hand holding. This is like. But it's exactly the same with a relationship.
Yeah, hand-holding physically and emotionally.
Yeah.
First base.
And you never really think about that, like, but it's 100% true.
No, I get you. And I have friends who waited till marriage, got married, very religious people, like, you know, and I definitely see the kind of pockets of like just lack of experience in conversations where I'm like, oh, I can't even have this conversation. I remember a family friend. I was like, I can't have a conversation with her. And then she got married and had a kid. And I was like, oh, I feel like I can now. I feel like I can, like, there's some sort of experience that she has that now I'm like, oh, now I feel almost like we're somewhere where we can have a conversation about, it's not necessarily sex. It could just be about, like, other things like the human condition that I'm like, oh, okay, you've lived it now, so I can sort of have a conversation with you.
Because before that, it's like a child's life, or very
judgmental, and I'm like, oh, you don't get it.
Yeah,
cool.
that is
like that's what this is about.
Okay, this is gonna be really not fun to talk to.
Yeah, like I remember one time, this was years ago. I was having a conversation with her about waxing, and I don't wax. I'm like more of the shaving variety, and she was like, oh, no, like I guess I would wax like right before like my wedding night, but like And I'm like, girl, like everybody has different preferences. Some people like to rock a bush. It's the Bush 2025, baby. Like people are rocking the bush. Other people aren't.
But she was saying that she won't shave or wax until she's married. Is that what she was saying?
Yes. And so it's like, oh, so this is explicitly for your partner. It has nothing to do with your preference. Like, I don't like hair.
What kind of bathing suits does she wear?
Girl, I don't know. I was like, I deadass was like,
that's what for.
Yeah, no, right. Maybe, I think so. Then you're right. Maybe she like did the bikini line, or maybe she's like one of those girls that isn't hairy. Yeah. I'm Latina, bro. I'm Chewbacca. Like I'm talking to you guys right now. My mustache is growing. So like I was just like cool. Like she was like half white, half Latina, and so like she maybe she got the little like hairless gene. But it was very like for her man. And I was like, what if your man likes the bush?
Yeah, what if you like, I mean, because genuinely all the little cheap waxing places are closing because Gen Z does not wax.
Yeah,
like they're just like, let it grow.
Let it grow.
They're also not having sex. So they're just like,
they're also not having sex.
I mean, maybe they are. I don't know. Not with me.
I feel like such an old millennial now when I go into the brow place and like there's all these young kids getting their brows done and stuff. And I'm like, I'm here for a Brazilian. And everybody's like,
really?
Yeah, I'm like the old crone who still gets her pussy waxed.
That's hilarious. I love that.
When people think of old crone, they're like, oh, old crones and their shaved pussies. Okay. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Old crone. I mean, I get what you're saying. Gen Z are flipping on its head.
Style. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my mom grew up like Bush is the vibes, whatever. And then now me, I've always shaved. Like even when I was a kid, this is okay to be TMI here.
Yeah, sure.
I got my period really young, and my pads would get stuck in my pubic hair.
That hurts so bad.
It was so painful. So I was like 11 years old, and I was like, fuck this, I'm shaving the fuck. I literally started shaving like 10, 11 years old.
One of my earliest memories is getting a pad stuck on my pubic hair.
Oh my God,
on my
dude.
bike. I was biking. I was like popping wheelies.
That sounds...
All of a sudden, and I thought I was like stuck to my bike. I was like, and I'm just like, I got off my bike and I hobbled back home.
Yeah. No. It's horrible. Look at, he's like, Julian's like terrified. He's like,
it's more just like they do like this bike gang and been like, listen, everybody, first rule of biking, don't get your shit stuck in your pubic hairs. Okay, you're gonna get a pad stuck. Here's how you avoid it.
I switched to tampons like at 12 because of that. I was like, that will never be me ever again.
I switched them in high school. Because that was crazy.
It's like it's Gen Z that's not riding bikes. That's it.
Yeah. They don't even ride bikes. Do they think? I don't know.
I don't know what they do. They're fine. They scare me.
Well, they're like getting to be in their late 20s now, right? Gen Z? I don't know. Actually, I don't know. They must be.
What's the cutoff? 25?
I think it's
27. I thought, but I mean,
they're
I don't think it's an agreed date.
They're 95 is the cutoff, or 90?
And are they still like seniors in high school?
96
still Gen Z? There's Gen Alpha are coming up behind them.
Yeah.
That's the last generation.
Yeah, before we all die. Yeah. Before the apocalypse.
Well, then it'll be Gen Beta, which is funny.
Oh no!
Because they're beta.
Yeah, just
beta males.
Beta. Yeah, that's right. Then Generation Cuck, and then I think that's it. I think we can close it out. And then Generation Dom will save us.
Yeah, they will. Generation Dom is going to save us.
Some daddies are going to come.
How do you know this?
No, I can tell. I've locked it in. I don't know if they call Generation Cuck. That'd be funny. But Beta makes sense.
He's a tall white man, so he's actually on the committee with the naming.
Yeah,
exactly.
I wanted to call it Generation White is Right, but they don't want that. They're very against it.
You're just following orders.
Yeah, no, exactly.
What a shame.
We were talking Germans before. That was contextual.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the summary is be a slut in your 20s and keep shaving no matter what Gen Z
in your
says.
teens and then into your 20s and then I just think that's such good advice. It's very good advice. And being a slut, I mean, like, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to sleep with everybody, but it's like, of course, say yes, try new things.
Yeah, and.
I do like, by the way.
Yeah, yes,
if I were a
and
guy, I was like, if I could tell women anything, it would be say yes. It would just be, I'm
very
begging
different.
you.
Robin and me saying it versus you. That's true. That's so true.
Very scary when you say it.
But I remember I saw this article shitting on Taylor Swift for being basically quote unquote slutty, and they were like, she's had this many boyfriends. But the thing is, like, if you have like 3 boyfriends a year, like short term things a year, and you're 30, that means you've had whatever it is, 35, 40, and that's like a very reasonable number. Like people have these numbers and they think of what should be allowed in the 30s and 40s, but it's like if you only meet 3 new people a year, that's very low. I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like the actual numbers that you should be expecting, and that's why all these like body count guys, when the girl's like 15 and they're like ugh or something, it's like she's 25. Do you want her to have sex with one person?
They're like, me.
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
And she better be good at it.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Totally.
It's always like, I think like queer culture got me to stop counting because I was already like past 30, and then I was like, wait, hold on, it is really like I don't know, like what is it when you're not when you're homosexual, when you are
pansexual?
What are we?
We're heterosexual.
Heteronormative.
Heteronormative.
What are we? And I was like, I can't answer that question.
All our Republican listeners
like, oh my God, this is about to get really deep.
No,
I don't want to be here.
All of our Republican listeners are like, you can't even say straight anymore. They don't even know what they are anymore. It's fucking bull. They're weeding us out. The poor straights. We're straight. We're normal, Robin. We're regular. Everyone else is weird.
Yeah.
But then I was like, oh, it does seem kind of crazy to count like the penis vagina sex I had with a person who had a micro penis that I literally was like, I would never want to see you again. Oh, sorry, Julian. Sorry, Julian.
I'm kidding.
She like shot my horror. I was like,
it seems crazy to count that and then not count like oral sex with somebody who like rocked my world.
Yeah,
you know, like
yeah.
So I was like, oh, this is so like, what is the meaning of this? Like, this is so stupid. So I
always miss one. If I'm counting, I always miss one or two.
For sure, yeah.
And I'm like, oh no, like it's like who cares? Nobody. I don't remember the last time anybody asked me my body count. To be honest.
No, just probably a guy on the street with a microphone.
Yeah, true. That's
or
true.
just on another pod.
What would you say? What would you?
I would say it's more than 20. But maybe less than 30.
Robin, we can't be a body count podcast, okay?
Yeah.
We can't. Even if it's a biracial woman asking the question, it's still not allowed.
I think mine has to be over 50, less than 70. But then again, I can't.
How funny would it be if we were just like less than 400? Or you make that stupid meme joke that's like discovered bodies or no? Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, well, it depends on how I kill them. Like, they make that kind of joke. You can also go that way, you know?
Yeah, what is your count?
That's a fun one.
Do you have a count?
No, well, I had a list. Just like...
You made it into a t-shirt.
No, I didn't.
What is it, 2?
No, yeah, that's right. It just says...
2.5.
2.5. One was a hand job.
It doesn't count if she's dead, Julian.
Body count, very literal. How many dead bodies I had sex with? No, they are. Say yes. No. Just please. And that was like ages ago. And then my girlfriend at the time found it and was so mad. At the time I was like, well, I guess...
Was she mad that she wasn't on the list?
Yeah.
She was mad at the woman that came after. No. But she was so mad. And then once she also like deleted a bunch of it. It was weird. I was like, I don't agree with...
Wait, she deleted them?
Yeah, and
Wait,
then
what?
And then I got...
it didn't happen for her?
She was like,
revisionist history?
Because I
Not
think
even
girls
like
she'd
an
been like
asterisk.
jealous of from my past. Anyway, then
yeah.
I haven't done it since, and now I don't have it, which is a shame because, like you said, you'll always forget someone. I could try and sit down and get, but you don't really know. And whatever the number I think it is, it would probably be actually higher because you forget.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Then like a month later, like, oh, there was that person.
Julian's pretending like he has enough to forget.
Yeah.
This is very fun. This is fun for you.
I count them all on one disabled person's hand. One with the 3. Someone who's been in a recent fireworks explosion's hand. I can tell. Well, when Robin lets me fuck her, I think I'm gonna finally.
He's like, say yes, Robin, please.
I'm gonna finally hit single digits.
Yeah.
Which would be really
He's
nice.
counting on his fingers. That's how many cats he has. It's not.
Okay, first of all, we have
Euphemism for cats,
5 cats, and
which is out of control.
It's
control.
her.
It is my fault.
I had no cats when I met her.
We have 2 cats. We're fostering 1 cat because it was like about to become wintertime, and we're like, okay, we got to bring this very friendly cat inside. So he was brought inside. He's a big.
Is doing a lot
You
of
have
work.
a situationship with the cat, is what you're saying?
Yeah. So we brought him inside, and 3 is fine. And then just like a couple weeks ago, somebody like on a text thread of local cat ladies was like, we just trapped like a litter of 10. Will somebody please? We need somebody to please take some of these kittens. And I just thought, well, these kittens will go fast. Like kittens are gonna go fast, right? Like people want kittens.
Not
kittens
these
are
ones.
so cute. Yeah,
suck.
nobody wanted these fucking kittens.
Were they ugly?
No, they're very cute, but they were by the time we caught them, they were a little feral and they were a little old to be socialized.
Little feral is crazy.
Yeah, so so it just took a little while before they were able to like meet people, and now when people come over to meet them to adopt them, they hide. So we have 5 cats.
Yeah,
Is there anyone dying soon?
The cats? No.
They're all like young.
Very healthy.
Wow.
Healthy.
Virile cats.
Virile cats, yeah.
These are sexy cats.
Yeah.
What's it
They're
gonna
hot
take?
cats.
What's it gonna take for me to take you home with a cat? You know what I'm saying? How can I get this cat in your home today? Okay, what's it gonna take?
Oh man, vivacious cats.
Anyway, the cats. Speaking of body counts, they're all fixed. So
That's good. Thank God. Jesus.
low body counts. No, I think a funny answer to the body count question would just go today.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Huh?
That's a good one.
Today.
And then you go 0, and whole life 0.
0. My body.
Is there a number that you would care that would actually bother you?
No, because I have sex with a lot of athletic men, and they're all disgusting, so I don't really mind. I find that sometimes the higher the body count, the worse they are in bed.
For sure.
Like,
I think your skill
sometimes, not always.
I think your skill in getting laid doesn't. You know, this like perfect. Like practice makes perfect, but perfect practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
Dating someone for a while makes you better in bed. I think
100%.
and within a limit, because then obviously like then you get used to them, whatever. But if someone's had like 8, 6 months relationships, I think they're probably going to be much better than someone who's had 100 one night stands.
100%. I feel like I was dating this guy, and I could just tell like he was like. On a technical level, he was good in bed. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He had the stats.
Yeah.
But I was like, you've never been in love before.
Explain that. What is he doing wrong?
There's something about the way you appreciate a woman's body that you could just tell that he had not done that in a deeper level than just getting his next nut. Mm-hmm. And second of all, I don't believe people who don't come with a condom on. Like, I don't believe them.
Yeah, I don't believe them either.
And it's not that he tried to sell me on it, but he did tell me that. And I was like, you have never, like, that tells me you've never had a deeper connection other than just the feeling, the physical feeling, because you will come with a condom on if you care about that person, no matter what. So it's like we were dating, and I could just.
That's the test, Julian.
Yeah, to me, I know that sounds counterintuitive, but it's like, it's not just.
Robin goes, no, it doesn't. It's actually very intuitive.
I agree. No, because I do feel like the people who pull that it's always like the emotionally unavailable weirdos.
100%.
It's always
100%.
them.
And he was a little younger, and you know.
When you say he's technically good, so you're saying he knew what to do.
Yeah, like I mean, I
where the clip
was gonna finish regardless. Let me be honest. I'm an independent sex partner. I will finish whether you're there or not. So
You get the vibrator out?
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm just not necessarily sometimes, but like I'm the kind of person where I'm like, if that's what we're here to do, if we're here to complete a task, you are my living vibrator. It's gonna happen no matter what. If it doesn't, it's rare. Like it's just that's how my body is. Like I guess I'm gifted in that way, whatever you want to call it.
Gifted, yes.
But like so I feel like I'm also very perceptive when I'm having sex with someone, because as someone who has been avoidant or like whatever, sometimes that's the only way you can experience intimacy, right? In that way. And so he like, you know, that's also another thing that I feel like is controversial. I actually don't think necessarily dick size doesn't matter as much as people say it does.
Oh, I agree.
Because I've had great sex with people with really small dicks. Like I've never had sex with a micro penis, but I've had sex with like people with really small penises or like smaller, because I tend to date, you know, men of color, and so they tend to have bigger penises. But like every now and again, you know, you encounter something like on the smaller size, and sometimes it really is about like the motion of the ocean, like. Truly.
No, I agree.
Though I will
and
say,
hope.
with the addendum, micropenis
Might be a bit of a problem.
Okay, there's no reason. Our one micropenis listener was like, yes, yes, yes.
That's what you micro penis audience.
No.
We
No,
do
fair.
pull well with my. Well, for me, that was my
But
experience.
I also think in my understanding experience has been you can always use things other than your penis.
Oh yeah, your penis is like.
and find other ways to do it. So that's why even when guys are like, oh, I couldn't get it up and it ruined the night, I was like, you could have tried other stuff.
No, and they don't. And then when they don't, I'm
they
like,
don't,
oh,
yeah.
you don't know what you're doing. Like I don't. So to me, that's another thing. But with him, he was like, yeah, he knew when to speed up, when to slow down. He knew like the pregame is what I call it. Like, you know, like the whatever you're doing beforehand, like. What do you call that? Not pregame. Foreplay. There you go.
You're killing the words today.
Crushing it. The foreplay, I was like, oh, okay. Like, he's done this before. You can tell he's done it definitely a lot. And but it's just not the connection there. I was like, he was a little closed off energetically.
Yeah, I know. It's sort of like, I have this moment when you're like in the moment, and you're like doing all these things, experiencing the other person, and it's like you maybe you're doing the technical stuff, but you're just like everything you want to do, it feels like you want to do it. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Whereas what you're describing sounds like the guy's like, I know what I meant to do. I listened to the podcast on how to do it, and she's doing this, so like it's kind of mechanical.
He's got
like,
a little checklist by your head that he's picking up.
As opposed to sometimes I feel that when for whatever reason you're not in the moment, but you're kind of like going through the motions, and other times your brain just turns off and you become like. The lizard part of your brain is like, do the sex, and then it's like, that's when you're the best.
Yeah.
So you're kind of experiencing that direct connection.
No, completely. I completely agree. It's about experiencing the direct connection.
One day we'll have it. Well, that's right.
One day you're going to do it.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
90% of the jokes on this podcast are me correctly and truthfully saying Robin won't have sex with me. Things are funny because they're true. They're sad because they're true as well.
One day, and she's like, never.
No,
never.
She wants to get an Australian green card, okay? So
that's what she wants. Yeah. I'm sure. And you're right. I get it, man. I get it, considering the way this country's going.
Yeah, she wants out.
Get me out of here.
I'm still happy to stay if you're listening, Donald. So, Daddy Donald.
Big time listener.
Yeah, Donald. He could. He's like, until we made fun of the micro penises, I think we lost him. I'm kidding. Maybe he's got a hog. That would make me mad if he had a hog.
I feel like he's... You don't think so? I think he does.
Oh, I don't think so.
There's no way you don't drink, you don't do drugs, and you have a lot of sex with women. You've got a vice.
Donald Trump's big old hog. That makes me so sad. You you said your best dating story was 2 coworkers at once?
No, not at once. Oh my God, I wish. No. Are you kidding me? Eiffel Towered by them? Oof.
Okay, well, we don't know who they are, but we're going to fill in the blanks.
And they worked with each other?
They worked together, but this is the thing. I'm a very petty person.
Okay.
I love
you guys should be friends.
Twins. Nice to meet you. I was messing around with this guy, and I was whatever. I wasn't working directly at the bar, but I was hired by the bar a couple of times, and he was a huge fuckboy, and he was messing around with clients, regulars, whatever. And I didn't mind, but he would like embarrass me, kind of. It felt like, because I was like, I was possessive. I was like, I don't. Like, just don't like play in my face like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And he was just a huge whore, like crazy, like, which is fine. Just be honest with me.
Yeah.
He didn't have to lie to me. You know what I'm saying? He had to be honest with me. And then on top of that, he was living with his ex and didn't tell me. And I was like, I asked you directly. We are not exclusive. You could tell me the truth. And he didn't. And I was like, cool. So then I got pretty upset, and he made it a living hell for me. Like, once I was like, we're done, like, I didn't even give him drama. I was like, we just, like, won't mess around anymore. Like, I don't even want to talk to you right now. I need space from you. He couldn't, like, take the L on that. He just, like, made it a living hell. And I knew the kind of person he was, but nobody else did. And it's so frustrating when you're, like, calling someone, like, they see it, and everyone's like, what do you mean? You're the crazy one.
And it's so easy for them to be like, she's just crazy. She's just jealous. It's so easy.
And it isn't until years later that people were like, wow, you were right. But whatever. He was on some shit. He was jealous of this other coworker that he had that like worked at the bar, and the coworker's like so sweet and kind, and a really cool dude, honestly. But he was like jealous of him because like Tweedledee.
The fuckboy was jealous of the nice one?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're both fuckboys. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
But the fuckboy was jealous of the nice one. But let's give him a nickname because I can't say the real names.
I liked Tweedledee.
Okay, so Tweedledee is the fuckboy. Tweedledum is the nice guy,
okay.
right?
And they're both kind of fuckboys, but one is a dick and one's nice.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
Very easy to follow.
Tweedledee is a dick.
Tweedledee's a dick. Tweedledum is like nice. He's not dumb. He's nice. Yeah. Anyway, whatever. So Tweedledee is like mad, blah 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 blah. Like he's like jealous of this guy, and this guy is like kind of like a hoe or whatever. And would get lit and like kind of mess around with girls or whatever. And I was so annoyed at the way that Tweedledee had handled things that I was like, I'm gonna fuck Tweedledum. Mm-hmm. And I know that's your coworker and I'm not a homie hopper, but like, I'll make an exception to make a point. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of fell into the Tweedledum thing. Like me and him messed around once and then the other one pressed me. Tweedledee was like, he pressed me. He was like, what happened the other night? And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like I was like, whole time I was getting dicked down. Exactly. I was like, oh, crazy, whatever. Left it at that. But then me and Tweedledum started really like messing around for real. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, and it's just funny because like I will, if like you have a favorite person or a person that you're insecure about, I will fuck that person.
I like that. I like it's not just like, oh, I'm gonna find the guy that you're jealous of and I'm gonna fuck.
Yeah, like that's the thing when guys are like, oh, like I don't mess with you no more. I'm like, your friends are in my DMs, so watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Robin is consistently the villain of this podcast. And she says like the last one, she made a clip that was just heard has been like, men are contemptible when they're flaccid. That was the whole thing, and more of the ilk. And now you are both supporting this idea of this. Like the biggest fear men have is like, you love that guy you're jealous of. You know, maybe someone you work with, could be a boss, could be just an old high school guy.
Your favorite celebrity.
Yeah, and some girl has been like, I'm gonna fuck him.
Yeah.
The guy that makes you feel insecure.
Yeah.
And the fact that Robin, I'm now learning, is on board with this.
Yeah.
I'm like, who
So
have I
scared.
told you I'm
Fuck his
insecure
dad.
of?
Fuck
My
his
fuck
dad.
I will
Okay,
fuck
to be
someone's
clear,
dad.
okay. My dad and
his
your father-in-law
dad.
listens to this podcast. So she doesn't mean you, Dad.
I ship it. No, I'm kidding.
Dad, if you're listening, I ship it as a popular young person term. I mean, she agrees, I think.
support it.
Julian, tell us what it means.
It's when you send something a long distance, like a package, you ship someone. Is that not what it means?
When you ship, like you're like.
No, I'm kidding. It means agree. It means support. I know.
I was like, I can't tell if you're joking.
No, I know. That's some Gen Z slang.
No, I'm the old crone who still waxes her pussy, so I'm the one who actually
right.
needed to know. Julian, please
waxer.
explain it to me.
Anyway, so yeah, you've done that before. You've done a petty jealous. Fun when they're insecure about.
Well, see, I am a homie hopper. Like, like when I first moved to New York,
You like ran through a friend group?
Yeah, you're just like, oh, there's a bunch. Like they hang out in packs. You might as well just fuck them until you until you're done.
Until right.
just fuck 'em
This
until
is
you're
new
done.
information for me.
Yeah.
Thank God I have no
Yeah.
friends.
But and then in college, like I just fucked the hockey team. Like I was like, that's just
The whole hockey team?
Not all of them. Some of them are ugly, but
Fair. There's
It's so-
something about no teeth and just like aggression on the ice that is. Was it field hockey or ice hockey?
ice hockey.
Oh yeah, the way to go. You're gonna fuck a hockey team. It
They've
better be
been
ice
skating
hockey.
since they were little, so they all have fabulous butts.
They do.
They're
They
just
do.
donks.
They do. I'm an Islanders fan, so it builds character, so I get it.
Do you think it'd be as easy for a guy to run through a girl's friendship group?
No.
Oh,
Yeah, that's unfair.
absolutely
Okay.
No, because if my friend, I don't care if we're done. You can never touch him.
Really?
I also
Yeah.
like,
No, we're not friends.
As soon as my friend dates somebody, I find them disgusting.
Yeah.
Like they're on thin ice with me.
Yeah. Even
What
if
about the friends you respect?
What do you mean?
Like if you have a friend that you really respect and I think is great,
Yeah, then I'm gonna be even more suspicious of that guy.
yeah.
wait, but he's dating someone that you respect.
Disgusting, like, oh, nice guy, but disgusting, I would never physically want to be into
you're
him.
not. I'm not physically attracted to them, and I'm like on the lookout for them to be a piece of shit.
But I'm saying because the way you said it initially, it sounded like your friend is you hate your friend so much.
No,
Anyone would
no.
be willing to date her. You know what I mean? It's like if someone dated.
No, they
Mike
become
Pence,
like a brother.
I'd be like, ugh.
They
okay.
become like a brother. They're like, it's like
Yeah.
the idea
A
of them
non-sexual
sexually
identity.
Yeah.
is like, ugh, like
my
you
sister.
belong to my friend now.
Exactly.
Well, by the way, very early on when we were dating, we're open, by the way, which is
Uh-huh.
one of this, and you said, very early on, you were like, oh, my friend needs a good lay. Would you like to do it?
I guess I feel a little bit differently about that because then you were mine. Like it wouldn't have been her. It wouldn't have been like
I'm nobody's.
I'm just
No.
like she hasn't had a good sex in a little while. You're pretty good at sex.
You were gonna, and I was on board, by the way. But
That's great. And but I feel like open marriages are a little different.
I don't. I do.
that makes
feel
us
like-
sound way crazier
yeah,
than
we
we
sound
are.
crazier
That makes
than
us
we
sound.
That is crazy.
Well,
I
never
mean, that is crazy.
That
It is
never
Crazy.
happened.
It
That
didn't
never happened.
happen, but
Would it, if it had happened, would you have been? I mean, I guess you have. That's another thing. I feel like people in open marriages are very communicative, and so like maybe you recognize the boundaries, what's cool and what isn't cool.
yeah, because I just feel like I would know, or to me that didn't feel. There's no. What's the scariest part of open relationships is just feeling like you might lose that person.
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
scariest part in any relationship.
Sure.
But then like
it's
when
not
you-
about the act of the sex. It's
yeah,
about
the
yeah, of
sex
course
is
not.
ridiculous.
Who cares?
It's
Yeah.
like,
The sex is ridiculous.
It's bad. She's like, it's really bad, actually.
so gross.
Clown
No.
shoes.
Stinks. No, but
Cut
like
this.
yeah. So I guess to me there was like in that pairing there would be no danger that either of them would be like, okay, now we're gonna run off together.
Yeah,
But
sure.
The point is that you just said like when someone dates your friend,
Yeah.
they're disgusting.
To
So
me-
would I have sex with her? Then you're like Julian. Ugh. Oh, no, I can't even.
For some reason, that's like the idea of that is more like me loaning my friend a really nice top for a job
So you're a
interview.
piece of meat. That's it. There's nothing more to you, Julian.
It just feels less. It's not so much.
Well, you wouldn't do that to a friend. Like, let's say me and you are like super close, and I introduce you to my boyfriend Bob.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, cool. Let's say I found Bob attractive. Now I don't. It's more like that, like out of respect for me.
Yeah, well, and I don't even think I would have a choice in it. It's not a conscious choice of being
I need to not want to fuck him.
Now he's off. It's just kind of you've become my brother.
I want to point out the things you get away with saying, Robin. It's like my husband, he's like a top.
Like
you can
top.
just lend him to a friend.
Really nice top.
If I was like,
Expensive
I was
top.
like, guys, do you want to try Robin for the night?
A top I want back.
She's like an Xbox controller. You can just pass her around. Just charge her up before you send her back if you could.
I'm dead.
Don't send me an uncharged Robin. There's nachos on this one.
She's pretty just send her all cheesed up.
So cheese. You send me a cheese.
She's angry. She's got 5 cats with her.
The way Robin has been described by was it Kenneth who said you're like a gay man with how you objectify other men.
That's true.
As opposed to like a woman.
same.
Yeah.
We're always gonna get along.
But I like the male form, and I think a lot of women don't appreciate it as much, and I really do.
What do we always say? Say yes.
Say yes.
Say yes.
Say yes.
Yes.
I think but it's so funny because the running joke amongst like all women, especially today, is you'd be like, oh, that guy's wife is beautiful, and then the husband, like you always make fun of the guy. And I think most guys are like, do they hate how we look? And when like a man has like his toes out, like he's in like sandals, everyone's like, oh.
Not to like undo my. I'll stay true to my villainous ways. Most of y'all are disgusting to look at.
Yeah, women are beautiful.
Yeah, most of y'all are terrible to look at, and you don't even try.
You don't try. That's why gay men are so attractive because they try.
They try. It's just a little bit of effort. You try. Thank you. I appreciate that. But so many men just are not. But when they do try, it's a glorious thing. It's so wonderful to see a well-built man.
Yeah, I agree.
Robin once told me, she's telling me her type, and she goes, oh, I could feel out a 6'4", 220 guy in the dark.
I could.
She just goes, she went like this one.
Yeah, I could easily figure that out.
That was the type, which is also
I wouldn't
rude.
even have to pick him up to know.
You pick him up. It's rude that you do that because you are yourself a shorter woman.
No, dude, I get it. Everybody always clowns me. Everybody was clowning me.
How tall are you?
5'1.5". Yeah. I'm super short, and I like tall guys. It's not that I don't date short guys. I do date short guys. But do I prefer taller guys? Yes, I do. Because I can't reach the cabinet.
Yeah.
So what am I going to do with a 5'7" dude that can't also reach the cabinet? I need someone to help me because I am at a biological disadvantage. So it's not that I want to be cute and be held. Sure, that's part of it. But a bigger part of it is that it literally, we're trying to work together. And also, to be honest, I still, 5'10" to me is still, it's not technically tall, but it is tall. You know what I'm saying? I will date a 5'10" man and be happy. And a lot of the guys I've dated in the past have been over 6 foot. So yes, tall guys love short girls. They love short girls.
It genuinely makes me feel like a sick bastard if you walk around with some short girl and they're like, what?
You look like a kidnapper.
Literally, basically.
How tall are you?
I'll block my ears.
6 feet tall.
It's a running joke. Robin pretends she's 6 feet, and
tall.
she won't ever out loud say how tall she is. One time she got a physical. I went with her just so I could ask the nurse how tall she was, and Robin had clued in the nurse. So when I asked, the nurse goes, "She's 6 feet."
No,
and I
that's
go,
hilarious.
It was this young, intense-looking Jamaican woman, and I won't do the accent, but it was so much better.
Yeah.
She knew, and she smiled. She goes, 6 feet. And I was like, you bitch! You bitch!
Oh, you bitch! Oh, damn, that's good.
I got to her.
Good. These coworkers are both 6 foot club.
Okay, yeah.
Nice.
And so they're just towering over me, which of course I'm like, maybe I should work something out because there's aggression.
Did you end up finding out?
Oh, wait. This is the best part.
As a side note, your whole thing was to make him jealous, and we didn't tell him. I was like, this is a long con.
No, it is a long con because this is when I just started, I just pulled crazy fuckboy. I did a reverse Uno. So Tweedledum never cared. He knew about it. He wasn't crazy happy that I was messing around with Tweedledee, but he was kind of more whatever because it was kind of an understanding because we kept it on the down low.
But there was overlap.
Oh yeah, no, of course there was overlap. But Tweedledee, I ended up messing around with once after that. And I was vision in my head. This man is so tall. He's like 6'2", he's buff. And he's like sitting down. He's like, and I know you fucked Tweedledum, okay? I know you did. He literally was going on. And when I tell you, I pulled, because we had messed around, and then I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, you use me, you abuse me, you just use me for sex. And I was like, this is so funny because this guy's like such a fuckboy. Like, he literally is a homosexual. He will have sex with women to stay in their homes. Yeah, because he's like broke and stuff. So he was like, and I know you fucked Tweedledum, okay? I can just tell. And then I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. It never happened. I was like, you're insane. I only like you. Like, I went on. And he was sitting, because I'm so short, he's so tall. He was still taller than me. Like, he was like, and I was like, dude, it's fine. Like, it's just you. But it's like, he could smell it. And it was better for me not to admit it.
As in, to get as payback?
It was better for me not to admit it because he was always with the doubt. Of like, well, maybe she did it. No, but she did. No, but she didn't. Like, and I would see him, like, me and Tweedledum would have interactions, and Tweedledee would just be like I could tell he was just like, oh, like, did she not? But he would never bring it up to Tweedledum. Like,
So
he would
to
never
be
be
clear-
like, did you fuck Talia?
Right away.
He could have. I told Tweedledum not to say anything, and we're homies. Me and Tweedledum are homies. Like, but it's funny, like, that kind of energy.
Just so I understand.
Because of course I did. Of course I fucked Tweedledum.
But at the start of the story, you were like, this guy's a bad dude. The back half of the story, just so you know, the second act of the story, you were coming up
Your
like...
karma, your justice.
Yeah,
like,
I'm
this
just-
is, that man has been doing that to people
So much.
and even him like doing this to you, being like, you don't care, oh, you're doing like, and you're like, oh no, it's only you. And
Oh no, the consequences of your actions.
Well,
Yeah.
I do
I'm
agree.
doing what you do.
It is shitty and like very common to talk to a guy who like gets cheated on, and they're like, oh, they're so devastated. I'm like, dude, I've been with you when you've cheated a bunch of times. And they're like, it's different. I'm like, you can't have that.
No.
But I also don't think you can call it karma when you do it. You kind of...
She is karma.
No,
yeah.
I know, but maybe someone else is karma, but you're not karma for your own
She's
actions.
the long arm of justice.
That's vengeance.
Just coming in. Pop, pop, pop.
No, that's fine. Karma is like universal randomness. You can't. That's just revenge.
No, sometimes karma
That's justice.
Sometimes karma is a petite lady from Queens.
Exactly.
But not when it's your thing. It's only she's someone else's karma.
I know. Sorry, my glasses keep coming off because I
That's
keep
fine.
moving. I know that what you're saying because you're like karma is supposed to be like poetic justice. It's supposed to be like something that's like an invisible hand is like doing it as opposed to like me taking matters into my own hands.
Exactly.
What's more poetic?
But I agree.
Than, like, a
I
well
agree.
executed-
I need Robin in my house, like
Yeah.
cheering
I love
on all the
it.
toxic stuff. I literally, when I tell you, I didn't even care. Like, I felt a little bad because he looked like he was about to cry, but I honestly
But
didn't.
those tears were fake.
They're crocodile tears because at the end of the day, you're just mad that I did what you've done to other people. Like,
including like just the line straight to his face. Like,
yeah,
he's
you lied to me.
definitely doing that.
You
Yeah.
lied to me when I asked you who else were you seeing. You didn't tell me you lived with her, bitch. Like, I'm like, oh, you could have just told me that, and it would have been cool. Like, and because then I would have moved accordingly. But now you had to lie and then make my life a living hell at that job.
Oh no, I don't doubt it. Welcome back to Taking the Low Road with Julian, Robin, and Thalia. The low road for all of us. No, I get it. What you should do though, you'd be like, no, I never did, and when he turns, be like, yes, I did. and he's like, what? You go, what are you hearing things, baby?
You're crazy.
You're gaslighting me. It's like
I did
You mean
not.
gas lamping? I love that. That's so funny. Have you seen that tweet?
No.
Telling my girlfriend it's actually gas lamping.
That's amazing. I feel like, I definitely played it along, because it's like, I think what made it worse for him, sorry, my voice keeps, what made it worse for him, it's all the dick sucking of
No,
the
I
COVID.
was going to say puberty's coming for all of us.
Yeah. I think it's just what made it worse for him is that he was so jealous of how effortlessly confident Tweedledum is. Like, he's like, you know what I mean? He just doesn't care. Like, whereas the other one was constantly looking, because every villain has an origin story, and like he was like a fuckboy villain, but like he was constantly needed that ego boost by fucking tons and tons of women, and like it was like there's like a group of us at the bar that had all messed around. Like it was like, oh, you too, and it's like, okay, you've literally fucked your way through all of that, and because I did this one thing and then I'm not admitting to it, like you were so upset. It was just so funny because I was like, I'm an actor, and I was like putting my BFA on the table. I literally was like, I don't know what you're talking. I was like, you're nuts. I was like, it is nothing, baby. It's always been you. Like, you know, we've had our differences. Like, I did a soliloquy, and he bought it, I think, in that moment, and then later on, you know,
Yeah,
he was just
but
like,
the doubt is in the back of his head, and
yeah, exactly. And I mean, hopefully this is past the like, what is it called? The statute of limitations, because this was a while ago, so hopefully neither of them see this video. But it was, you know.
Come on out, Tweedledee, Tweedledum.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Here they go.
Or because we set up a nice Eiffel Tower for you here.
Yeah.
We're
That
gonna
I would do.
We're gonna head
That I would
out.
do. They're both like really beautiful people, so I would do that for sure.
That would be,
This would be a nice way to end the story. And be like, and now we're all friends.
now we're in a polythrouple. It's
Yeah.
so much fun.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like not so much fun.
What?
A polythrouple.
that
I
what
feel
it's
like
called?
I think any sort of polycule would be maybe not that much fun.
I feel like it's a lot of work.
Robin's been turned down from a couple of polycules.
They're like, please stop asking.
I don't even think it's fun. I think you know what? That's
Okay.
fine. That's not
Guys,
important.
I'd be breaking everything
Yeah,
all
that's
the
right.
time. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
No, take it. It's
I don't know
actually
what.
this is a go home gift for you. This,
This
you
whole
can
table.
put in your
Nice
car.
So I get Eiffel Towered on this table.
That's true. Well,
strong
it
enough.
does go up and down. It's very
Yeah.
nice. You can
Nice,
break its Eiffel Tower
sturdy,
virginity.
Yeah.
Now I've distracted myself with the Eiffel Tower
Like-
talk. It would be a terrible move of him to be jealous of someone and then do an Eiffel Tower with them because they could be better than you in bed.
Oh, yeah.
That would be a
yeah.
huge mistake.
They both have their merits.
Oh,
They
you
weren't
should-
like equal. I wouldn't say like one was better than the other, but
Who
one
had
was.
a nicer dick?
Oh, Tweedledee, bro.
Oh, okay,
Tweedledee
okay.
had a nice.
Don't
dick.
give him
Well,
that.
sometimes the truth is just the truth. Okay?
Yeah. Tweedledee is just nice.
We
yeah,
report the
Tweedledee's
facts
nicer.
here.
But if I,
We do not.
but they were so different as people. Like it was. As if they're dead now. I'm like they were so different. They're both
They will be
alive.
missed.
They're just like very, very different people. But yeah, Tweedledee's dick was much nicer than Tweedledum's.
It's funny how women and men view penises differently. So many women will be like, "You had a nice dick," and men only care about size. and they'll be like, and the biggest evidence of that is that men are like, "How long is a penis?" As if that's all that matters.
Yeah.
They're like literally the only measurement. And then unless there's always like one friend of yours as a guy who has a short penis that's thick, and he's like, "But it's thick." Like they're like, I think thickness matters, bro, and like it actually does, you know. But
Yeah,
it's just.
thickness
Yeah,
does matter.
But
Thickness
like
does matter.
guys, it just shows that we're not necessarily aligned with the purpose of a penis sexually.
Yeah. That's true.
And
That's
then
true.
every woman's like, his penis was big, but it was gross.
I'm okay with the gross looking penis though. Like if it's not aesthetically beautiful, like it's fine.
What would make it gross looking? What are we talking here? Like what?
I feel like sometimes if there's like a lot of different colors,
I agree.
it kind of looks sick.
Yeah, you're like, what's going on there?
I don't mind a two-toned
It's a
pony?
it's a
Yeah, most
kid's
of them are gonna
it's
be
a kid's
two-toned.
xylophone or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at You can
Goes with the
ding,
rainbow.
ding, ding, ding.
And I'm just like, what? Because I also don't. I'm someone who like if you're uncut versus cut, like okay, I'm not gonna go do a circumcision. Like I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not the kind of person. I'm like, because I know some girls are like, oh, if he doesn't have a circumcision, I won't fuck with him. I'm like, I feel like that's dumb. Like I think
I feel
it's
like
kind of
most women, if you only see a hard penis, you won't even know. How would you know?
there are some where you don't know, but I have definitely.
There's a range of length of foreskin. I'm from Australia where we're all uncut.
Yeah.
And proud.
And proud, uncut and proud.
Uncut and proud. And pride is about us. We're part of it now. We're the A, not those asexuals. But they, and Robin and I always argue, like, there's so many women who are, like, so against it. And it's funny because it is a very...
American women.
American women,
Yeah.
it's such a... otherwise, if as a guy was like... And he's a bit like, I was like, I think that vagina's wrong. Every woman would be like, you shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
You
Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up. Exactly. Like, why would I ever
Shame.
make you feel bad about something that you, first of all, can't really
Can't really do
control?
anything.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. I agree with you. I think it's very strange when people have that kind of reaction, but what I think is like not really important. I feel like when it comes to like that, although I am saying what I think on this podcast, which is that I'm indifferent. Like if you're cut, if you're uncut, whatever, you're Jewish, you're not Jewish, like it is what it is.
Or
But you
Muslim or American.
That's true.
Yeah. But you were saying what? So multicolored, bad.
No, it's just that is like what will I think it's actually the main thing that will make a penis look not great.
Ugly, yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
just like a lot of colors going.
and I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
okay.
Very red at the I mean...
But they could also just
The
look
foreskin
kind
is
of
like very
discolored.
different. It looks discolored, or almost like there's not blood flow to it. So then like the trunk, it looks weird. It's like
They're already like a little knobby sometimes.
Yeah.
So then they're also have different. I mean, it would be the same with like if you saw somebody's face skin, right? And you're like, oh, that's a lot of colors happening on your
It's weird when they
face.
have
Like,
different colored scales. 'Cause all my scales are the same color, so that's one good thing. I have a consistent colored scale.
There's also some people who have very like shafts where the hair goes up kind of high up on the shaft.
Yeah.
Kind of like up onto the
And
shaft.
I'm choking. Yo, help me out here.
Well,
Flossing.
Yeah.
Imogen had that story about a guy. One of the friends had hooked up with a guy. I don't know. I guess that's how. And then they called him Wolf Dick because he had a whole bunch of hair on the head.
On the head?
On the head.
No way.
On
Dude,
the-
are you dead ass?
I've never. I mean, that's the story that I've been told by
that's
her,
a
and that she
medical
believes. She
condition.
never saw Wolf Dick, but
They need to.
That's
go
a
to the
medical
doctor.
condition.
Yeah.
Because
I
that feels painful. That
Well, 'cause
feels
you
like
cut- what are you
That's
gonna
like
pluck
not even
him?
the kind of skin that grows hair. That's like your lip skin.
I mean,
Yeah.
whatever. This is. I don't know.
Wolf Dick is crazy.
I know. It's a full moon, Wolf Dick.
If somebody was like, "Oh yeah, that's wolf dick," I'd be like, "Oh, what's that all about?" Like, because it could be kind of cool.
He's
and
feral.
I'd be
He's like, ah. Yeah.
No, hairy.
Like, no, he's got hair on the tip of his penis.
Oh.
Be like, oh.
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't.
That's
Oh, Wolf Dick.
You gotta get that medicated.
yeah. There's something.
Sorry, just not medicated. Removed.
Remove
Yeah.
the penis, the whole
and
thing.
you laser your penis. Oh. Yeah.
That's
You
probably
go-
super painful.
You go,
Probably,
you see
yeah.
someone like a laser hair clinic just getting kicked out. Oh, you said anything. Doc. I'll take the risk.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Get out of here, Wolf Dick.
That's crazy.
I said, get.
Sure.
WD.
That'll white fang him. Oh, that's sad.
What did you
Yeah.
say? White?
White fang. It's like in the part. It's a part of the story where they like he
What
grows up
story?
with white fang,
Oh.
and he has this. He has like
Just listen to women,
Yeah.
Julian. Jesus Christ. How many times does
I
she have to
thought
say
White
white fang?
Fang was the character.
It's like,
Okay.
it's like a I don't even know if it's a book or a movie, but the guy grows up with he raises this little wolf, and then he's got to make him go back out to the wilderness. So even though they're friends, he's like, get out of here! Ah! He chases off this little dog that he loved.
Can you not be sincere and emotional when we talk about Wolf Dick? Can you not bring it back to some Disney? And then Mom's going to retell Bambi right now as a metaphor
The
for
mom dies.
penises.
I start crying.
Yeah. Old Bambi Dick over here.
Bambi
He's got
dick
a
is
dead mom.
crazy.
That would be wild.
Yeah, I would hate that. I mean, I did have a guy I used to mess around with. I used to call him Little Dick Billy.
Did he have a little dick?
Yep.
Was his name Billy?
Oh. He's gonna watch this. He's still obsessed with me, so he's probably gonna watch this. His name wasn't Billy. It is a nickname.
Okay.
I'm just gonna leave it
William. Okay.
His name was Ted Cruz.
at that. The Zodiac Killer.
The Zodiac Killer Ted Cruz.
I saw a sticker the other day that had a picture of Ted Cruz, and it just said, "This man ate my son." It's like, what? And I just know there's somebody out there who's like, "This is my art," and they're just like putting
Did you
up
see
the
that
stickers.
website where they made called Ted Cruz for Human President?
Yeah, that's a very good
And
one.
it was just a joke website where it was just kind of implying, obviously, that he was not a human. He's an alien. He's like, yeah, I'm Ted Cruz running for regular president. And it was just all the stuff he does.
Including eat some guy's son, or lady.
I wouldn't put it past. Okay, the other question, the most important thing, what was your one dating tip? You said communication?
Yeah, I mean, that's like my serious dating tip. Another one is just be petty.
No. Yeah, what's a joke dating tip? What's your number one sex tip then, if it's wolf dick related?
My number one sex tip.
Robin, if you want to get a pen.
I'll remember.
People may not remember what you said or did, but they will always remember the way you smelled. So, smell good, dude. Smell good. And I get it, pheromones are a thing and that's real, whatever, but you've got to smell good in perfume. People always, I'm a very perfumed person. I'm big on perfume. I'm sure you've heard of the Puerto Rican shower. It's or Mexican shower. I'm Latina. I'm big on showering and drowning myself in perfume. People will always remember it.
What's your go-to scent?
Well, right now it varies. Right now it's a Louis Vuitton perfume that I'm wearing. I'm forgetting the name. Yeah. I like that not always. Sometimes I was using Floral Touch by Toast for a really long time. That was like a $30 perfume. And the one I'm wearing right now is a Tiffany & Co. perfume. So I like expensive things for sure. I think people always remember the way you smell. Hygiene is really important, and but I also think it's there's a fine line, because you want to be. Some people like it a little toasty.
What do you mean? What? A little smell, a little natural?
Yeah, natural. I think it's not a huge deal, but also let's keep in mind if a guy doesn't clean himself, I'll get a yeast infection because of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's not cool. Or if you're just a nasty slut, like not a cool slut, a nasty one, like then you will also, I suffer from that. So like hygiene doesn't also include showering and smelling good. Smelling good is very important, but it's also like being aware. I think that's like the biggest.
Get tested.
Yeah, get tested and like don't be a dick about it. Like I remember I made the mistake of having raw sex with someone that I trusted, and we had a conversation right before, whatever, and then I got a urea cycle disorder. No, sorry, that's a genetic condition. Sorry, not that. I got some sort of UTI.
That's a bad dick to give someone a genetic condition.
Just
the dick was so bad, he rewired my shit.
Did you give me Crohn's? What the fuck?
No, sorry, I confused it. It was a kind of UTI that literally, if you look it up, you only get it if you engage in risky sexual behavior. And I was like, I know he didn't give me an STD, but it was like he gave me that specific kind of UTI that you get that's almost like an STD. And I was kind of like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And that turned me off from him completely, because I was like, now you're just like, it's fine that you like want to be promiscuous. That's cool. Love that for you.
But he's fucking with like your dating life.
Yes. So I was like, yeah, never. And I'm someone who like, I'm very weird. I'm very like condoms. Like I'm big on like, you know what I mean? I wear usually two forms of birth control. Like unless I'm in a serious relationship, and I still use one. Like I'm a crazy person about that kind of stuff. I don't like throw caution to the wind ever. I've never taken Plan B. Like I'm like and no judgment if you have. Like I'm just saying like, and so to me, I was like, wow, like I made a choice and you suck. Yeah. Like, so that would be like my,
No, that's a good tip. Well, Robin is very sensitive to smells.
Yeah.
Which is strange because she often smells bad. So to other people's smells. No,
yeah.
I think
I
you
smell
smell
too. I smell a ton. I smell, which is why I shower so much, because I do smell a lot.
See that? That's maybe something
Something I could try.
No, I'm kidding. Robin, I think Robin smells great, but like other people who are in love with you may not.
Do not. Yeah.
But I have always... People always assume all men are smelly. I think, do I smell okay, Robin?
You don't, he doesn't even wear deodorant. He naturally does not stink.
I'm always afraid to say that because then it's like, so everyone who smells doesn't know they smell.
No,
so
and
exactly.
I mean, sometimes, like, I get it, there's a slip up every now and again, but if I'm coming from the gym and I'm on my way home and I run into a friend, I'm always like, I'm so sorry. Like, you know what I mean?
Keep your distance.
Yeah, but it's also like, to me, like, it's you don't want to be that person.
Yeah.
No.
You never want to be the person where someone's like, yo, you need to...
Well, I used to have a friend I worked with, and he was a very nice guy, but like we would play table tennis at lunch, and it's like 2 points in, he was just born in such a way that immediately, as soon as he sweat, it was bad.
Why is he wearing deodorant though? Did he shower right before? Like, I don't believe
But the
him.
thing is, I'm saying he would shower before, where he would come in smelling great, and it was
with
just
like deodorant and shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he would just play. The point is, there's like different levels of self-difficulty
Like some
based on
people
how bad.
just have, but I feel like that's a bacteria problem. That means you
Yeah.
got to change your soap or something.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't
But
know.
yeah, no, that is an impossible conversation to have. I think I would have a really difficult time telling somebody that they stink. I'm like chronically, you
I'm
stink
like, no,
always.
you would tell me if I stink. You tell me
I
when
would
I do
tell
anything
you,
bad.
yeah, and I would want you to tell me.
But I feel like you guys it's different. You're married. There's a level
Yeah.
of comfortability. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like
A stranger.
yeah, skid marks is crazy. I mean, I remember. Yeah, no, I've had partners be like, yo, you need a shower. Because like if we had just had sex or there was like very sweaty, whatever, something like that. It was never like I came from someplace and it's like, what happened?
Or it's like this is a problem that you have normally.
Yeah. So like I'm like, it's cool, but I'm me. I know some people are like a little bit like, ooh.
Talking about skid marks, Robin. What was that story where?
The time that I blamed you for a skid mark.
Yeah, Robin comes out of the bathroom. This is when we were in Australia on holiday at my parents' place, so we had an ensuite.
I ruined his story. It was my skid mark.
There we go. Robin goes into the bathroom.
That's
It's like
the
4 a.m.
punchline,
She goes,
it's
Julian,
mine.
you got to clean your. And I always, I like to think I'm clean. And I go,
He's
Robin,
not
I go,
clean.
Robin, I haven't used the toilet. I was just out for the last 2. And then she goes, She goes, I think that was mine. Sorry. I said, no, she didn't say sorry. She goes, that must have been mine then.
And you didn't even apologize. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's strong and wrong. That's important.
Strong and wrong.
You need to be strong and wrong.
She's frequently strong and wrong.
Next time, be like, I know it was you.
I
Like
know it was you,
gas
yeah.
lamp him. Gas lamp him.
It was you. This is from yesterday. I know for sure. I've been waiting for you to admit it.
And you didn't.
Although
And you
the
didn't.
flip of it, of me being the bad guy, was I'd been away for like 2 weeks, and I came back and I had a date planned, and I just came in. I was like, Robin, the flight was late. I'm really late. Hi, honey. I'm going to quickly shower and just get out of here. And I showered and took a quick number 2, clogged the toilet pretty bad.
And then
I had to go. I was like, sweetie, I'm sorry, I clogged the toilet. I'll be back in 5 hours. And then I just left.
It was a big turd and a clogged up toilet.
And the thing is, it was done
and like his little beard hairs in the sink.
Oh,
and I was just like, I'm gonna kill this man.
Yeah.
And
it's hard because everyone's like, what's the toughest part of being open? It's like probably when he clogs the toilet and leaves. It was just poor timing. It was,
yeah, yeah.
But it was just, and I didn't even do it in like an alpha-y way. I wasn't like, I was like, I goofed real bad, honey. I gotta go.
And I think it's probably a good thing that you didn't try to do it in an alpha way, or else I would have shown up at the date.
Yeah, of course.
This man clogged my toilet. I'm sorry. He's got to come back home and deal with a big.
I'm sure you're great.
Sorry, did you forget your son? Pulled out a bag of the poop.
Yeah.
Look what he left at my house.
It's a new version of dropping the kitties at the pool.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh,
Forgot to pick him up.
Dinner? I've got his poop in a bag. We are not the same.
Do you guys ever, or have you ever been like, oh, I'm on this date, it sucks. Can you go and pull the poop move or the married move? Be like, pull up with the poop. Plan D, dude. I'm trying to get out of this ASAP. You know?
I not do that. But what I will do consistently is be like, hey, listen, Robin's going through a tough time. Can't really.
She wants to close the marriage.
She soiled herself again.
She soiled herself. She's becoming very insecure on account of. Oh, you understand.
You get it.
Her smell, her face, everything. She's been soiling herself for fun. I'm gonna have to go. I gotta go focus on that for a little bit.
She did have a big skid mark L the other day.
And hey, listen, it's gonna look like I'm on dates with other people, but that's just Robin messing with your app.
That's Robin in a wig.
That's Robin in a wig. So that's the classic like, oh, my wife wants to go home. So it's like, I will use Robin to get out of it
Okay, I
sometimes.
did not know you were doing that. That's so funny. Oh
Wait,
my
that
God.
is hilarious.
The funniest one. I wonder if this girl will listen to
And
this.
you haven't?
No,
Robin's
I'm currently
honest.
only like dating one person, and I just like anytime.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kind of I don't know.
Robin is a very honest person, so she's not a worm like me.
I don't like you.
Yeah, I'm like,
Because she's just like,
isn't it? I don't know.
She
I
did-
don't really feel like it.
We what was it? One time I thought it was just funny. This girl was messaging me and she knew I was married. We talked about it, and then she's like, "Do you want me to send you some photos?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, that'd be great." And she goes, "What would your wife think of that?" And I was like, "Let me check." I was like, "Yeah, she's okay with it." And she's
but
like,
you were like, oh, this is a thing, okay? She's so mad.
"Well, no." And then I said, "Would it bother you?" Well, she goes, "Oh, it's kind of lame." And I was like, "Robin, you mind if I lie to this?" And I was like, "She doesn't want to do it anymore." And she's like, "Oh, really?" And I was like, "Now it's sexy." And I was like, but part of me, I was like, didn't even feel like lying. I was like, I'm just doing this role. Like, what do you think? Like, I'm just leaning into it so you could think that. Hopefully, I don't know what she actually thinks, but if she really thinks that Robin was like, "Don't you?" I just changed my mind immediately.
I think she was just horny, so she probably wasn't thinking much at all.
I think she was probably just trying to, like maybe the fact that you are married, even though it's ethical non-monogamy, like that's
she
like
definitely wanted it to be not ethical, right?
Yeah.
Like that was like hot
that was like
for
the
her,
fantasy
right?
for her.
Oh yeah, the girls do not like fucking a happily married man. they don't.
Oh damn it!
How are things at home? I'm like, fantastic.
Like ew.
Like I'm literally so dry right now. Can you tell me about a fight you guys had?
I did have the healthiest.
Are you leaving her for me?
I did have a healthy version of that. I was on a date the other day, and the girl was like, "Well, who's better in bed, me or your wife?" And I said, "My wife."
And your friends are like, dude,
No,
why would you
no.
say that?
But then she goes, "Good, that's the right answer." Because she's like, because we hooked up like once, and she was like, "Yeah, like she would know I was being a fuckboy worm if I was like, oh baby, it's you."
Yeah, no, it'd be horrible.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're
Also,
the
I
best.
wouldn't ask that question. That's
like
kind of
a
weird.
setup. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a setup.
Well,
Feels like a trap.
I think I answered it correctly.
Yeah, it sounds like you.
I was
It sounds
like,
like she
who's
liked
better,
it.
you, my wife? Yeah, but no, sorry, the other girls I dated better than my wife. Just to be clear, sorry, my wife is not good.
She's
but
terrible in bed.
yeah, sorry, that is not an indictment on you. Where can people find you? That's just the main question.
Oh, sure. You can find me at ThaliaRomina.com, at The Real Thalia Romina on Instagram, and Thalia Romina TikTok on TikTok.
Robin, where can they find you?
At home, just always.
With
the 5 cats.
I have a cool wife, and she won't admit it. And you know
Very
where to
cool.
find me. Well, thanks so much for tuning into On the Apps. And thank you so much for joining us.
Of course.
And we'll see you next week.